Okay, here's going to be a follow along. I'm going to run through my personal practice, the mind body energy movements, and I'll be doing each movement for, a minute or two. It just depends on how I feel. If I feel as if I'm able to fully relax, that's the goal. Phase one is all about relaxation, identifying where you hold your tension, and then phase two, which I'm obviously at phase two and beyond, but that's going to be the synchronization of the breath with the movement. So try to listen to my breath sounds, create your own. I'm going to go gradually at first, and then I'm going to go into my more intense pace once I feel as if I'm fully relaxed. So 15 seconds, we'll get started. Follow along, but it's your own internal personal practice. So listen to your body, connect your mind and body, and optimize your energy. Lymphatic shakes, starting out. Just relax your upper body, your shoulders, your chest, even your facial structure. You want no tension, no unneeded tension anywhere in your body. And what you're going to be doing is you're just going to get very comfortable with those hinges or those springs in your ankles, knees, and hips. Completely relax your upper body, no tension in your chest. Allow your weight to go on each foot just slightly. Put some more weight on each one of those springs. And now, as I progress, I'm going to synchronize my breath. Every time I drop down, gravity pulls me down, I'm going to exaggerate that exhale and get that stale energy out of my body. If you feel comfortable with the movement, you feel as if you're balanced, simply close your eyes, add that element of proprioception, which is just your ability to exist within space in a comfortable, controlled manner. Hands, wrists, relaxed, just utilizing that spring system. You can duck your feet out, the angle out, hit different areas of your lower body. If you're feeling any tension in your low back, bring your awareness there. Just kind of naturally rotate. Identify any areas of tension you have. Make sure that breath is synchronized. You can increase the vibration, utilizing that spring system more vigorously. Synchronize that breath. Good, relax. That's just an example of how intense this shaking can actually get. So I'm going to roll up into the body waves, bounce down, bounce up, bounce down, bounce up. Start nice and light, get comfortable with that bounce, utilizing those springs. Since this is kind of a double compound movement, I like to synchronize the breath each time. So again, getting very comfortable with those springs in your ankles, knees, hips. Shoulders nice and relaxed, no tension. Elbows, no tension. Hands, wrists, heavy. All relaxed. It's all about relaxation in the first phase. So identify where you have your tension, and you're able to better identify where you hold your tension if your body is relaxed. So, as we progress, synchronize that breath. Good. Relax. Okay, we'll go into our arm swings. What you want to think about is just that slight twist in the hips. Slight twist in the hips. Allowing your arms to just naturally build momentum, maximizing the spring system in your ankles, knees, and hips. Then your arms will gradually come up higher and higher as the momentum builds, pulling that energy from beneath your feet up through your spring system, up out through your fingertips. Maximize that energy. And each time your hand comes forward, synchronize that breath, exaggerate the exhale. Good energy in, stale energy out. Depending on where you have tension, can determine what kind of angle you're swinging your arms at. If you're trying to hit your upper chest, lats, shoulder, be more vertical and almost throw your arm in a backward position, shooting it behind you, and synchronize your breath. If you're trying to hit more lower body, it's okay to just hinge over and bring that attention to your low back. Good. Always maximizing that spring system. Synchronizing that breath. Okay, we're going to go into our trunk twist. I'm going to add an elevator component that you can try. So, strong athletic stance. Slight bend in each of the hinges. Light gaze somewhere on the ground. Just slight twist. Very slight to start. No tension in your shoulders. Relax your hands. Relax your core. If your core is tight, it's going to inhibit your ability to twist. Okay, this is a very powerful rotational movement, so we want to get out of our own way and just utilize that rotation, maximize it with driving our elbows back. And that's when you're going to synchronize your breath. Notice that my head stays stable. There's no twisting of your head on this. And then if you want to give it a try to kind of activate your lower body, incorporate the lower body strength, just add the elevator component. So it's slow and controlled. Slow and controlled. Good. You can play around with that with a lot of the movements. So let's move into our dead arms. Look at the dead arms as like a reset. Okay? You just did a couple movements. Your body's getting activated. Your mind is more clear. But the dead arms, since you start nice and easy, just think about what's occurring. You're twisting from the balls of your feet, connected to the ground, in kind of a spiral type movement, pulling that energy up through your body. And your arms have to be completely relaxed. No tension. Hands are heavy. Facial structure relaxed. Allow your hips to twist to build the momentum. Then I'm going to go at a more intense pace so you can see, but I'm completely relaxed, and because I can synchronize my breath with the movement, as my hands make impact, I exaggerate the exhale. I do not feel any fatigue. I don't feel any fatigue because I'm able to keep my mind in a parasympathetic state and be at ease, because it's completely connected. There's no disconnection. So as I increase the intensity, I'll synchronize the breath and optimize the most amount of energy. no tension. My heart rate's very high, but because of the rhythmic breathing pattern I created, the breath being synchronized, do not feel any fatigue. So anyway, we'll go in the golf swings now. Again, start nice and easy. Just allow that transfer of weight to each foot. And then as you build, allow the momentum to bring the arms up. Come up onto a toe to relieve any tension in your knee. Then as your hand makes impact under your armpit, is when you synchronize that breath. Exaggerate that exhale. Good, clean energy in. Any stale, trapped energy out. Good. You want to get into that flow state. Once you access that flow state, it's like you don't even want to stop the movement. But again, zero fatigue because of the synchronized breath, that rhythmic breathing pattern. Okay, we'll go into the marches. Okay, with the marches, I love this for proprioception. Once you get comfortable with the movement, you're able to close your eyes for this. But play around with the impacts. Impacts, knee, thigh, inside of knee, outside of hip. Again, as you make impact, it's when you synchronize that breath. Good energy in, stale energy out. You have your balance, then close your eyes, get that proprioception training so you're comfortable in space. And we're training that proprioception element. Good. All right, let's see, we're at 13 minutes. We'll end with a little bit of tapping. This will be a 15-minute routine. All said, but I talked for a minute, so anyway. Okay, open up your termini. Both sides of the collarbone. Try to recreate a little tapping. Almost create like a pulse-like feeling. Like if you were to feel your pulse, I think it's a good way to kind of recreate pulses on both sides. Then you're going to work your way up your carotid artery, wiping in a downward motion towards your heart. Open and close your jaw, up your tonsils. If you have the mobility, flexibility, you can just have your hands on both sides. Hands into a V-like position, pull it on both sides of your ear. Open and close your jaw. Good, clearing those highways of the lymphatic system. Okay, now pick a side, wiping direction. I go collarbone, shoulder. Wiping towards my heart. Then wiping towards my heart under the armpit. Huge area of lymphatic stagnation. Okay, now work your way down your arm. Again, I always wipe towards my heart. Gorilla chest. Back to the other side. Collarbone. Shoulder. Armpit. Work my way down my arm. Wrist. Solar plex. Groin. Wiping towards my heart. Pick a side. Get all that energy around your knee, behind your knee. Something that I started more recently as I come down my foot, bottom side of my foot. Good. Switch sides. All that good energy around your knee, right behind your knee, bottom of your foot. Back, butt, hips. Get all that heat on your hands. Face open and closing wide. Face taps all around your eyes, under your eyes. Those sinus cavities, open and close your jaw. Be completely present in the practice right now. Start thinking about all the things you're grateful for. Pull your lips tight to your teeth, get all those sensations. Crown of your head, sides of your head. Hands in the prayer position. Express your gratitude for just this life. It's very finite. Nobody makes it out alive. All love and good energy. Hopefully you enjoy it. Invite all your friends and family. Share it with your loved ones. I have a very clear mission to help 1 million people take control of their health and live life on their own terms. So the more of you that have amazing benefits from it and share it, the faster we'll get there. So it's all love and good energy. Spread the good word.